Hello everybody, welcome back to the Aaron Davis YouTube channel and welcome back to the Wigan Athletic career mode. And today is season 4 finale day. We are finally here providing it. It's been a short-lived season, it's really been a short-lived season, but we are absolutely grinding through the games and you're about to witness one of the most dramatic episodes yet. And I feel like I say that every single episode, but seriously, they just get more dramatic as they go on. The team is building, the team is doing well, and just find out how this season ends. It's a good one. Alright then, so we are absolutely flying through the season and we are in December. Currently got some of the toughest games right ahead in front of us with a horrible 3-1 loss to Brighton there, but that does not matter. We've got Manchester City and to be fair, we've actually done decently well against City since arriving back in the Premier League and I actually believe in ourselves here. We are away at the Etihad. It could be a bit of a struggle, but I believe. And this is the reason I believe. Look at how attacking we are playing. Look at the amount of men we've got up top here. Joseph, bang! He loves scoring against big teams. He loves scoring against Manchester City. It's stuff you absolutely love to see. And we're going to end up taking a 1-0 win there. Suslov providing the goal, which is amazing. Edwards has been so good in recent games. Now, injuries have been a massive issue this season so far. And as you know from the previous episode, Nathan Patterson is now out for 3 months with a broken toe. I feel like it's a broken toe every time with these players. Kyle Joseph sidelined for 2 months with a dislocated shoulder. This just cannot go on, and we've got to get through the rest of December into January, trying to battle through these injuries, and we'll just have to see what we can do in January to sort of bring a bit of rotational depth into this team. But Deli Bashiru now out for 4 weeks as well. This guy's been injured 2 or 3 times this season already, and I feel like it's just time to send him back, which I do indeed. We send back Deli Bashiru and welcome back Theo Ascott. What a player he is to bring back. He was literally only out for like a few months, to be honest with you. I ended up signing Max Anderson on a completely free transfer here, only costing us 27 grand a week, which isn't too bad. We've got Thompson back, I think that's how you would say it. A Danish left back in there just for a tad bit of depth. Now into the FA Cup, which is obviously a massive thing we'll want to really focus in this career mode. Wigan have previously won the FA Cup, and actually in recent history, I think it was 2013, against Manchester City. I mean, history could be writing its bloody self here. This is amazing stuff to witness. But yeah, we've got West Brom in, I believe, like the 4th round this was, and yet again, just all-out fucking attack. The only issue here is playing without Thomas for such a long period of time, or Joseph, sorry. Playing without him for such a long period of time is just a danger to society at this point. Seko, you wouldn't think he's a centre-back scoring a goal like that. I think that's like his 2nd ever goal for him, and that is just something special. You don't even see Joseph doing that. Never mind Seko. Rosgaard just absolutely took this game by storm on that right-hand side as Back makes a debut, and it's a debut goal from the left-back. I have no clue what the goalkeeper's trying to do there. I swear to God he's literally in line to save it and then somehow doesn't. But it is where it is. Back ends up getting a debut goal. Absolutely amazing. It's nice to have Ricky J. Jones as a backup. As you can still see, he does the job. 2 assists in there. Rosgaard, absolutely amazing. I think everybody was practically untouchable during that game. Toby Sibic, unfortunately, broken toe out for 3 months. Seems to be a reoccurring injury with everyone here. Check the boots. Get the football boots checked. There seems to be an issue. We end January in a very disgusting fashion. Only 1 win, and that was that win against West Brom in the Cup. Really not ideal. I mean, a draw with Brentford, not great. A loss to Ipswich, not great. I can condemn the West Ham and United losses, but the other ones are grim. Dane Scarlett joins us on loan. He did actually score against me in the previous episode. That's part of the reason I wanted him. And obviously, with Kyle Joseph being out for such a long time, I decided, you know what, Dane Scarlett in on loan. There is no option to buy with this. We're also splitting his wages 60-40 in Tottenham's favour there. We're paying 60% of his wages, which is crazy, but you will see that he's absolutely worth it. We're against Arsenal in the FA Cup in the next tie, eventually coming up against a Premier League side. This is where the FA Cup starts to get a bit more challenging, starts to get a bit harder, but we're absolutely loving it. We're going for it. We're trying to take this trophy by storm, and that is what we are going to hopefully do at the end of this. Alfie Devine with a beautiful run. Former Spurs player as well. You just can't make it up. I love the script that we're writing here. Look at this. It's Rosgar in the Dane Scarlett on his debut. Holy shit. Dane Scarlett scores against his former rivals on his debut. Pretty much just his rivals. He's only here on loan. Just to say as well, Scarlett did take that number 10 shirt, which is brilliant to see. But yeah, 72 minutes in, we're taking the game by absolute storm. Rosgar into the middle. Oh, he didn't even need a touch. Dane Scarlett didn't even need a touch. And 73 minutes into the game, look, oh, the celebration as well. The celebration's just class. This kid could become something very special under my management. But there you have it. Rosgar providing 2 assists there. Devine scored an absolute corker, which is beautiful to see. And I would definitely give man the match to Scarlett, 100%. The rest of February is not ideal. Brighton seem to be the team to beat at this point. Scarlett ended up getting a hat-trick against Coventry in the next round of the FA Cup. I had some balls in his sim in that one, definitely. Now coming up against Villa in the Cup after a horrific late loss to Wolves there, 4-3, scoring in the last few minutes. Absolutely put us under pressure to try and go even further in the Cup. We are not doing so well in the league, currently 16th, I believe. So we are not doing amazingly in the Cup, in the league, sorry, and we needed a good run in the Cup, which we have played very well recently. I mean, hammering Arsenal, hammering Coventry, hammering West Brom. The FA Cup seems to be in our grabs at the minute, and we're going to do the same against Aston Villa. I end up swimming 2 at the end of this game after taking a very, very early goal cushion here of 3. I mean, watch this here. Watch this for some goalkeeping. What are you trying to do there, and who are you trying to play the ball to? But yeah, I end up quick simming the game because I was like, yeah, I'm 3-0 up before the half. There is no point. Loving that new celebration there from Kyle Joseph as well. After that, we beat them 4-0. We scored that extra goal. Liverpool beat us, Arsenal beat us, and Palace beat us. Like I said, in the league, it's not looking good. But we are finally going in to the semi-finals of the FA Cup after some shocking performances in the Premier League. But like I said, as long as we can just sort of cave that out of our minds and try our best in the FA Cup, it's all hands on deck. It's all hands on deck. But look at what we're doing here. We are in Wembley. I do think the semi shouldn't be at Wembley. Not going to lie. Should not be at Wembley. I feel like it defeats the point of making Wembley. But yeah, we'll beat United 1-0. Absolutely amazing. Kyle Joseph back from his long-term injury. Beautiful to see. And look at this. Into the final. And it's up against Spurs, so I can't use Dane Scarlett. I couldn't use Scarlett today. But look at the trophy. Look at the banners, look at everything. Wembley's packed out. There was a tifo there, by the way, for Super Samtic, the guy who just got an England call-up this season. It's well deserved. It's well deserved. And look at where our journey has taken us. Now, don't get us wrong, Spurs have had some tough games there. Millwall, Newcastle, Chelsea. Especially Newcastle, Chelsea, it's not easy. But we're not going to do it. And I just kind of want this clip to explain itself. It's heartbreaking. Look at the time. Look at the time. Plus 2 minutes, and he's went 3 minutes over the added on 2. I think there is some blatant scripting here. There's some blatant scripting from the game. But as a real life standpoint, sack the refs. Get the referees out. Get all the officials to take a drug test. Because that is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And we shouldn't have to go through that ever again. 95 minutes in, and we've lost the FA Cup. And I'm sorry, I've just got to apologise to all of the viewers watching this who are deeply indulged into this career mode. This really should have been our first trophy. It should have been. Our very first trophy with the team. It should have been. But it wasn't. Oh, I got the playoff trophy, sorry. In the championship. I got the playoff trophy, well done. But this was definitely a hard one to take. And Brian Hill, I think it's Hill or Jill, scoring the goal. Just doesn't sit right with us. The defending was horrendous. I just don't get how we lost it in the end. I do not get how we lost it in the end. And I just want to apologise deeply. I mean, Spurs have a brilliant team. I think one of their strikers is like 91, 92 overall. But to lose in the FA Cup final in that fashion is just horrendous. I feel like it's sort of revenge for Manchester City in that 2013 FA Cup final. But the thing that makes it even worse, that I haven't even spoke about here, is that it's Tottenham winning a trophy. They've not actually won a trophy in this career mode, and it would be against me where they win it, wouldn't it? It just would be. In the script. It is written in the stars, it is written in the script. But that team there, you can just see a few faces. Boniface, that Brazilian striker they've got. Xhaka, somehow playing for them. They've got Locatelli, Tor at the back. Still got Vicario. It's an insane looking team. For some reason in the league, they still don't do that well. But now we're basically just going to have a very strong finish to the season. I did say having a bad run in the Premier League doesn't sort of mean too much as long as we can go ahead and win either the Carabao Cup or FA Cup. And obviously, we knocked out the Carabao Cup very early on. So this was all that was left. But we could not deliver. I do apologise. Here is the awful confirmation. Tottenham Hotspur have won a fucking trophy. Can't believe it. I'm devastated. I loved playing all them FA Cup games this season, and then to get the final and lose like that's horrible. Toby Simic out for another 3 months. This guy's missed basically half a season now due to injuries. And Keanu Dyer out for 2 months. He's had too many at this point, Keanu Dyer. It's such a shame for his career. And this is massive. I gave Aimson his very last final appearance for the club, which was very nice to see. That very final Premier League game of the season where we were definitely safe from relegation. I was just like, you know what, we've got to give him a nice rollout. I don't know how long he's been here now. He's been here the whole career mode, and I don't know how long he was here before the career mode, but I'm kind of glad I've kept someone from the very start. I mean, there's a few players still here from the very start, but I'm glad we kept one of these lads. Never appeared too much for her. Maybe 5 times a season. So you're only looking at a good handful of appearances there, but yeah, well deserved career. He's done amazingly. Such a shame we couldn't win a trophy at the very end of it for him. But you know, as a matter of fact, he'd still be happy with how the season went. But yeah, to Will Amos, we will raise a glass. We will raise a glass for his career, definitely. Right, and then to go on to the statistics for the season. And can I just say, Sam Tickle's not actually happy with his game time. I don't show it in this clip here, but he had a down, like a thumbs down next to his game time in contract. Now, I don't know what's wrong with his game time. He literally pretty much played every single game he possibly could. Contract that and understand he might want to move to a bigger team to get bigger wages. I can fully get on board with that, and yeah, that's fine. Such a shame to not see as many appearances for some of these players, just simply down to injury, you know. Injuries have massively struck this team this season, and it's been such a shame to see. I mean, look at that from Silko Thomas. This is 2 years in a row now where Thomas has really struggled to get game time in. Suslov and Rozgar have been amazing wingers for us. I'm so glad I got Rozgar in actually permanently this year. And then Joseph with a bit of a quieter season than previous, but still 15 goals, 3 assists, only played 26 times. Scarlett was amazing on loan for us, absolutely incredible. You might be asking, well, where is it? Where's the finish in the Premier League? Well, here it is. Arsenal, well done. You have finally won the Premier League title. First time since 2004. Congratulations. It's a worse finish than last year. It's quite a lot worse than last year. And I'm sorry. Like I did say, though, as long as we had a good run that FA Cup, I'm not too arsed. But 14th, ending the season on 43 points there. A lot of goals conceded, which is not a good look. Everton, Southampton, Forest going down. I'm very surprised about Forest going down there. But yeah, not an overall great finish. Sam Tickle with 9 clean sheets, by the way. Up there third in the leaderboard for them in 38 games. Is really not bad. Well, and that is going to do it for the season 4 finale. It was absolutely incredible. Apart from the FA Cup loss, such a shame that we ended up giving that away, man. Such a big shame. But I hope you guys are enjoying this career mode so far. I'm really enjoying playing it. The FA Cup runs are just something incredible. You get to play, I know towards the end of it, it's mostly Premier League sides, and especially in the final, but when you get to play teams like Coventry and West Brom, and you get to rotate the team a lot more and play some of the youth players and get to find out how good they are, and you can move them throughout the ranks of the team. It's just amazing. I'm really enjoying the cup runs. Premier League, not as such. I believe it was 10th or 11th in Season 3, and it's 14th placed this season. Second season syndrome. Look at second season syndrome. We'll be back next next season. I can promise you there's going to be some massive changes to the team. I've already filmed that episode, actually, the very start of Season 5, so be prepared for it. There is massive changes happening. But yeah, I appreciate all the support. If you are enjoying it, please let us know in the comment section down below. Let us know if anything can change throughout the crowd. Whether you want us to see a certain player, whether you want to see a certain player gone, whether you want to change the formation, let me know on ways we can make this team better. Like I said, the Premier League finish was not great this year. I'm just very glad we had a good cup run in with. I feel like it's a very Wigan thing to do absolutely shit in the league and just have a very good cup run in the end. But yeah, like I said, make sure you let us know, give us some feedback down below. I will be back very soon with the start of Season 5, which is going to be special. I'm looking to do very well in the league. I don't know what the board objectives are going to be, but we're looking to do well in the league. Hopefully, this time I can get my hands on a piece of silver, whether it's the Carabao Cup or FA Cup, preferably FA Cup. That would be nice. I'll see you.